Okay, greetings everyone. This is Gerard, Black in the Philippines with the truth. I'm glad you joined me. Please subscribe, like, and share. You know, it's interesting because now I'm getting all of this monetization information and even talking about my making money now on my videos, which is a terrific thing because, you know, I went to this not ever thinking about the possibility of making money, and it wasn't until I was at another blogger's house and I realized how much he was making. So I said, "Wow, well, why not give it a try?" You know? So, but I still have a few of my videos are ineligible because of copyrights. And I remember one person who commented to me and said, "Gerard, you have to watch playing songs because you're not going to get monetized." And he's right, you know. So I'm going back and I'm selecting the option that says, you know, remove the sound or remove the video, the portion or trim whatever part of the video is. It might have copyright on it. And so if you come across videos that where the sound goes out, that's the reason why. So just bear with me. I got to be more careful with playing music. I'm so excited about my new editing skills. I want to pull a video from here, put here, slap it in, and be able to use it. But no, it's not that easy because it will interfere with my monetization. And believe you me, I can use. I don't want to lose a video because of something like that. So I may put a halt to putting clips in there, etc. I set the way for these mics. You know, I don't know if you can see it, for these clip-on mics and everything. You know, and so and some of when I use it, the sound is a little muffled. The reason I'm showing you so many, because when I sent for one, they sent me three. So I got all these mics and everything, but I got to figure, I guess, the distance to keep it away from my mouth, to kind of keep it from sounding like I'm talking inside of a can. You know, so just bear with me with that too. I'm a work in progress, as what they used to say. You know, it's funny here with the police, you know, because, you know, in the United States, if you're driving and the cop pulls you over, you know, he always asks you for your license, registration, insurance. And if you know, I always encourage everybody to always have those items because it's a surefire way of getting searched. It's a surefire way of going to jail and being arrested. So always keep your license, registration, and insurance. Here in the Philippines, it's a little different because they have these checkpoints. They have these checkpoints where you might be driving and you see a whole row of bikes pulled over to the side of the road. And oftentimes they are people who don't have the license, registration, insurance, or helmet. So they end up waiting on the side of the road till the checkpoint leaves, and that may take hours. You know, so people just kind of get used to just waiting it out. You know, so what have you. But when I'm driving, me and we were on the scooter and we rolled, and they pulled us over, and he didn't ask for license, registration. He says, "Are you complete?" Well, we say, "Yeah." Okay, you can go. I said, "Wow, my. It's a whole difference of law enforcement here in the Philippines, and yeah, I'm glad. I mean, although I did have all my paperwork intact, you know what I'm saying? It's good to be, I guess, believed by the police. Whereas I know in my country you're not believed. If they ask you for your license, registration, insurance, you say, "Yeah, I have it." Okay, show it to me. Why would you ask me if I have it, and I say yes, and you say show it to me? Why don't you just say, walk up to me and say, "Show me your license, registration, insurance"? But anyway, you know, so it's a little different here. You know, right now we're in the midst of a campaign season, and if you notice in my last video, we end up following one of the politicians who was running, a very popular one. And so, you know, I want to get a perspective from someone in government who can probably talk more about the Philippine and the Philippine culture and maybe how it might be affecting foreigners and what kind of law and why should you vote for them? So I want to get that perspective, and I will trust that thing. But it felt good. We're in pursuit. There it is. I pulled over here and jumping out the car and running up to the lead car. See, it's very important. You have to know, where to tap into something. From my experience, like getting past security and all that stuff, and what have you. But if I'm following behind a motorcade and I'm trying to get the person who the motorcade is, motoring, where do you stop? So of course you stop in front of the motorcade when they stop, and you talk to the lead vehicle, because the lead vehicle is the one who's in directly and communicate with the principal person. So that's what I did, and explained to them who I was, gave my card and all this stuff and what have you, and told them, look, I want to interview this politician, who happens to be a very famous actor who's been in a lot of things, and he's very active in the political scene. I think since 2004 or something like that. So he's running for governor. You'll see it. You saw it in the last video. So, but it felt good, that hot pursuit and making contact. And then them finally stopping the next time. It came to me and said, "Look, he's decided that he's not going to have time for an interview, and we're going right to the ferry because he has to go back to Manila." Okay, well, thank you for having the courtesy of respecting me enough to come back and tell me, what the deal was, and that's a terrific thing. That in itself means the world to me. So. Where I was able to do that. Now, this next video I'm putting in here, this is our trip to the vet. So you be able to see the whole thing. I had different clips in there the first time around. I had clips in there from Family Guy when Brian bit Peter. We're going to the vet about putting a pill up his butt. He said, "Ow!" And then I had another one in there from South Park, where Carmen is, they did a spoof on the Whisperer and had Carmen on a leash, and he's want to walk him, and he's like, God, stop doing that, you son of a bitch, like this. Because I get out the car and I kind of slightly lose control over Helen and Okemi, and that seemed to be the perfect segment to put inside there. So that was that. So here we are, going to the vet. And remember, you're watching Gerard, Black in the Philippines with the truth. Okay, dreams are nothing more than plans awaiting action. Never disrespect the elderly, always pull someone up. And sometimes you're the only one to see your vision. And the best revenge in life is to live good. I'm living good today. I hope you are too. And if you're lucky enough to have a woman like Ollie Woodson, former lead singer of The Temptations, once sung, treat her like a lady. And ladies, if you're lucky enough to have a good man like me, make him feel like a king. One other thing I want to add, because I put something on YouTube, on Facebook, about the Chris Rock and Will Smith thing. Now, I believe that that from the first time Chris, made a joke about Jada and them about 6 years ago or whatever, that it really ruffled their feathers. And Jana's probably been fuming that whole time on that joke that he got off at her expense. But you can remember, they're comedians, so they have a license and wherewithal to be able to do that, because it's all about laughter. And I think she was so hurt by it that she never let Will not forget it, because women can hold a grudge, let me tell you. And so when it come this time around and it was time to attend the Oscars, knowing that Chris Rock was going to be hosting it, that they'd already had an agreement. Jane already told him, look, you remember what happened last time, and you remember the hell I put you through, afterwards, because you didn't do nothing about it, or whatever like this. We don't know what he probably could have told Chris behind the scenes or whatever, but nothing has to. But anyway, so when the incident happened, you can see Will laughing at the joke, your next G.I. Jane joke, and you can see Jana was fuming. When he glanced over and saw Jana was not happy at all, that's when he stood up and approached Chris Rock. Now, rather, if he was right or wrong, I'm not going to look at that issue. I'm looking at what I always advocated. You never fight for a woman or over a woman. You fight for her. Now, I think that's what he was doing. He was fighting for her. He wanted to let her know that he was in her corner. So, everything else, whether he was right or wrong, or he shouldn't approach him, or he should have fought back, or what, that's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. I hope you understand what I'm saying when I say you never fight over a woman, you fight for her. And that's a classic example of what Will Smith did. He fought for her. The repercussions or whatever it is, whatever, I don't care. Yes, you should have had more control. Yes, I don't condone violence. Yes. We know that. I've always wanted, a woman to be on my side. It always seemed like, whenever I get to dispute about the smallest thing, they come in and take their side. I say, hey, wait a minute. Well, why'd you do that? Well, why? It doesn't matter. You're supposed to come in and say, hey, that's my man. What's up? No, give it to him. No, you were wrong. Then we go outside and she might say, yo, baby, you know what? You really shouldn't have done that. Well, yeah, I know. You know me. Sometimes I get heated like that. But the point of the matter is that she was by my side. She would be by my side. And I think that's what Will Smith did for Jana. He was by her side. And kudos for him for doing that. And kudos for Chris taking it like a man and just saying, this is going to be one of the greatest moments in TV history because he's right. Okay, so with that, let me put in this trip to the vet that I took my dogs to. And I hope you enjoy it. I'll talk to you on the other end. I'll talk to you later. Remember, I'll always love you more. Okay, what I got for you now is that today is the day we take the Helen and Okimi to the veterinarian to get a sonogram to see if either one of them are pregnant. Plus, Okimi needs to get her shot from being bitten on the nose by a rat. Okay, so just hold on a second and I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, first, I take Helen out. Helen is the most rambunctious. So, this is where she... Helen. Come on. And... Okay. Back up so you get the whole view of them. Now, I have been trained where I just put a leash. Helen knows to sit. So okay. Kimi knows to sit. This works very well when I'm crossing the road, because when I come to the road, I just put on the chain and they sit. Now also, I didn't want to use the word sit. Trust me. I had this vision. I used to do hand commands, but I wanted to teach them another language other than sit, because I don't want people to tell them to sit. So I ended up just pulling on the chain. This is the Animal Wellness Center. This is where they've been coming ever since they were puppies. They got their shots. And come on, I'm going to show you what those are. Come on. My apple, ma'am. Wow, look at this old fella. How are you? Okay. Okay. P.B.G said. Yeah, okay, she's gonna fill it out. Okay, now first thing we're gonna do is that we're gonna wait. Come on. Now it is 200.
Ngayong hapon.
Dire na sulod mo para dili sila dire na kamulat sa sulod.
Ni tawag mi kahapon. What time open ni man 9 pero mag-walk in rami wala mi nakakuan sa oras. Okay.
This one looks pregnant. Which dog is mated?
Both of them made it. For 2 years I've been trying to get her pregnant, haven't gotten her pregnant.
But
When was the last mating?
December
December?
start man siya o git first na yung kuan December.
First mate, December? May naman mo ang date? The date? I don't know the date.
Ano yun eh? Tapos na ang bagyo? Ano ba yung tapos na ang bagyo?
So that we can...
Oh, lampas na, lampas.
Usually 2 months. After the
Na
last
anuhan siya kay...
meeting.
Right. So it's longer than 2 months. So you don't do a sonogram to see if you got puppies or
December,
nothing?
January, February,
Sorry?
March.
You don't do a sonogram
2
to see
years,
if you have
2
puppies?
years, 2 months na
we will
siya,
do
2
that.
months ka pin.
But, I'll try to compute the first meeting until now.
We mated her 3 times, 2 times?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big small. Ultrasound ta? Ay, gamit pa. Dungan na sila pamit, ha?
Onara si Helen, si Okimi o Adlaw.
December, around
December
December.
gihapon siya.
The same time.
Same time. Hello? Hello? Ay, sus! Ay, sus! Your playful dogs. Come here. Good mo yung manalantiyan, eh.
Kanini dako siya, pero karon ni gamay siya nanindog ang tutuan niya. Sige, ang gidala sa river mo. Ay siya kanini dako ang iyang na feel na mo ang iyang nipple pero isa lagay.
What is it?
It's more
We'll still wait for them to come.
okay, Helen, stop that.
We'll check them both. And then we'll see what.
I mean, does she look like she's pregnant?
But the abdomen is a little bit small.
Huh?
It's really small right now. Considering the last meeting is December,
So chances are they're not pregnant.
most probably not. But let's confirm it on the ultrasound.
Okay, me, Helen.
She's a little over 2 years old. If she's not pregnant, then there's got to be something wrong with them why they won't get pregnant. I've been trying to get pregnant up for 3 years. You know how many times I breed her up, and she hasn't gotten pregnant. This one here, the same thing, breed her up,
Iyon ka nung
and
sa
has not gotten
problema.
pregnant.
It was really locked, right?
Yeah, with him, yeah, twice she was really locked.
How old is the male?
The male was young male. He was a young male.
It was a proven male or first time?
No.
First time.
The male?
No, we had
Female?
we had it bred the first time with a male that was proven. He was older, and then we did it with his son. and the son was the two.
Cool. But it's milking, you know.
Huh?
There's a small milk. I think it's just a false pregnancy. But let's confirm it and then.
Yeah, of course we're going to confirm it. Wait for the thing. That's why we're here. You know, I want to confirm it before I euthanize both of them. If you're gonna make money with them, they're not making me money.
Well, let's just wait for
And how about the shot? She been shot. She was bit by a rat. So don't you need tetanus or something?
I will be giving tetanus shot later. And
Helen.
let's wait for the ultrasound for a while. Okay. This dog is completely vaccinated with FILIPINO, right?
On the record, yeah, both of them are completely vaccinated. Where's the other vet? The other doctor?
Dr. Gamma,
I think that's his name. Yeah.
you want him?
Huh?
You want him?
No, where is he here?
He's still attending some patient.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You know, sometimes I get so frustrated. Are you videotaping? I don't know. You're doing this. I don't know if you're videotaping or not. You know, sometimes I get so frustrated because I have a certain way in my mind, I guess, how things are supposed to be. Maybe I'm too hyper, or maybe I'm just tired, or what have you. But while we're here, it seems like you want to examine the dogs, do the checkup, and do that, and give me a shot. And then when the sonogram machine is ready, to give her a sonogram. But it's backwards. It ain't wasting. I don't know how much time that's going to take, but we have to wait till the sonogram, and then we do everything else. So it's kind of backwards. I'm very frustrated about them not being pregnant. That really bothers me. Because, I've done everything I can and made it all kinds of ways, from artificial to wait, Helen, what are you looking at the door? Ain't nobody come to rescue you. Ain't nobody come to rescue you. So it's just one of those things that we just have to it's just one of those things we just have to see what happens, I don't know. Everybody else's dogs are getting pregnant and having puppies. I mean, you see them, mating all over the place. And for some reason, my dogs won't get pregnant. I've never had this much problem getting dogs pregnant. Look at Okimi. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Why don't you give me babies, huh? Don't wag your tail at me. I'm not helping you down. You stay just like there. I'll keep an eye on you. Don't give me that look. She giving me that look. Daddy, I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. Give me babies. but that's the way it is right now. So other than that, things are kind of going kind of good. So I'm gonna pause right here. We're gonna go through with the examination, but I'm very. God forgive me. What is it? God give me strength. Okay. With that, and I'll be right back. And you know what's funny? I'll tell you what's funny. It really got my goat, as you would say. They're asking me information about the dog, about their birthday, how old they are. I understand people love their pets. And I know there's some people that every year they probably put a birthday hat on it and they buy the cake and blow out a candle for it. For me, I can barely keep track of my daughter's birthday or Mia's birthday, and I got to keep track of my dog's birthday. No, I was getting, you got it on record, why don't I? So I was getting very kind of hot under the collar about that. But then I calmed down. Sometimes I just have to just calm down, take deep breaths, and relax. So, we're still waiting. I'll let you know how it turns out. I'll be right back.
to check if there's bleeding. Like there is like menstruation going on. There is bleeding, and then from the start, you have to take note when did it start.
Right.
And then you have to count for at least we have to count 9 days, and 9 days should be the time. 9th day from the start of the period. That should be the time that the dog will become receptive, like will accept real dogs.
I think
we had a breeder from he felt that. You know,
Small yang kuan chain. It's not. The dog is not also in heat this time, so it's not good. It's too small for the. Hi baby, what happened to you? Hindi makamabunti.
But when she gets in heat, she goes by the fence and
Oh.
she howls. She howls.
She remembers me.
Yeah, you stayed almost a week with them.
You won't be left here, baby. No, it's okay. No, next, okay, me. You see?
Yeah, she got bit by a rat
How many days ago?
about 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Yeah.
Which area? Maybe this one.
Huh?
Is it this one?
It's on her nose.
The nose here.
Right
That's
Okay, got it.
Okay, me, it's okay.
Okay. Maybe for Kimi, I need to do an ultrasound just to double check on everything.
yeah. Oh.
Let me see. Uy. There's milk.
Huh?
There's milk.
There is milk.
Yeah. When is the last time, or when was this dog last mated? Like had intercourse with other dogs?
When was the last time? I don't remember. I have a short time memory.
But it's not, it's within this year.
Yeah.
It should be like January. No. You think it's January or February? Before Valentine's or?
Yeah, before Valentine's.
But not, okay, see, we'll see. I just need to do an ultrasound on this dog. And let's see. If we
Is
can
there
get
any way you can do a blood test on him, see if he's got parasites and stuff like that?
CBC and also this one, we can also do this test. For Okimi, you mean?
For both of them.
For both of them. Yeah, we can do a routine checkup.
Yeah, routine checkup. Yeah,
But I'll give you a quote first how much everything would cost because there are 2 dogs. The 2 dogs.
Yeah, I know.
But I just need to do one ultrasound. I'll just prepare the ultrasound first.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Okay.
But both of them seem to look healthy. Like their gums are absolutely okay.
Yeah.
And they're active.
Yeah.
Hey, baby. Yeah, I'll be back.
Okay, Miss very active.
Now you see this guy I like. This guy I like. He's someone that
He knows Helen or
he knows
Kimi.
how Kimi. You see how Helen walked up to him, and he's just had a lot more of a better bedside manner as opposed to the other ones. You know, in my opinion. I mean, I didn't give them a chance to get to know them or try to be friendly with them or anything like that because I was just so frustrated having to come in here. Period. You know, dealing with the questions that I thought were necessary and having to get my point across. You know, sometimes you know when you're talking to Filipinos, you know, you have to have patience. You really have to have patience. You know, because often the time they say they understand when they don't, or they say yes when they should have said no, or they'll say they know when they didn't. So sometimes you just have patience and understand that you're in a different culture, and not everybody speaks the same language or is fluid the same language. So that's very important when you go to another country. Sure, I know we like to go to other people's countries and be mad at them because they don't speak English. You know what I'm saying? It's their country. You know, so it's, you know, it is kind of funny that you know, we actually go to other people's countries and expect them to know as much about our country as they do theirs. But it's just one of those things. I just got back from the dentist, and we're about ready to do the ultrasound, so we're gonna do that now. Okay.
Kayo, pamakot niya.
Oops. Stay. Stay.
Dok, mo gano'n na ba yung diredok, no? Okay na rin?
So, like he said, Okimi does have milk, you know, so that's a good sign. So, you know, maybe she has maybe one pup, I don't know. And her toys or her tits are sagging a little bit, not a whole lot, but it gives the illusion that she is pregnant.
Hello,
So-
Mr. Makuya, good afternoon.
Hello
Then,
there.
Yeah, I would like to inform you, this would be the total.
How much is it?
12,256 already for the 2 dogs.
Huh?
Already for the 2 dogs.
Okay.
okay na, Dok.
Is that with discount?
Only for if you have vaccinated for 5% for the doctors.
Okay. I think I got 12.
Dili masuk.
12,000.
Dili masulod.
12,000 is 200 and
Ay, nare sa. So, tabi.
$240 is what it's going to
Kita rin
cost
na.
for the dogs to be treated today. And you know, it's funny, you know, we made our budget up yesterday, or we tried to have a budget made. We worked on our budget, and you know, Murphy's Law, what can go wrong will. We had budget, you know, at least 1,000 pesos a day for 20 days, provided that nothing happened. And already something happened. Here's a big boom, boom, 12,000 knocking a hole in our budget.
One a day.
One day. so that's half our whole monthly budget. We figured 21,000 would be enough to last us for the month. But it just goes to show you that Murphy's Law, what can go wrong, will. I guess this is my way of showing how I love them and paying this money for them. Because when Helen got sick the first time that she was here, you know, and it cost so much, after I told her, next time you get sick, you either get well or die. you know, that was that. You know, so, you know, anyway, I was telling you, I went to the dentist today. I lost my teeth. They came out, so that's going to cost me money too. So, and then plus I still need my cataract surgery. You know, I would put up a GoFundMe, but I don't think anybody is doing that. Everybody say, "Oh well, it's just Gerard. He'll be fine," and that's probably right. And plus, I'm working on getting married, and I know Mia wants a big wedding. I know I want a big wedding. At least once in my life, you know, I want to have a real wedding. So we got to sing for that too. So for that, okay. So we're gonna go in with examination.
So I got blood first. Maybe I'll start with
Kimi.
Okay.
So this test will determine if we have, we have to do a serum biochemistry to check the calcium levels, and it's like an overall function test to check the organ functions, kidneys, liver, and also the like calcium levels, as I mentioned. And I'll be doing those tests for both of the dogs. Then we'll check blood parasites too, like Ehrlichia and plasma, tick-borne parasites.
So Kimi, you're doing so well. You're just sitting there.
Very cool. Hey, pronounce that one. Okay. Ano natin na doon? Huwag dugo doon.
What is his name, ma'am? Kasi yung name ba na?
Ukimi.
Kimi?
Oh, Ukimi. Okay.
Okay, very good girl. Pamela.
Pwede na siya. Helen, not yours.
It's okay.
It's your turn.
Baby.
Please. Don't pull, okay, me. Good boy, good girl. Good girl. Good girl, baby, good girl. Good girl, Kimi. Good girl. Good girl. Very good. Very good girl. Almost as good as Helen, though.
Tira.
Oh, now you want to bite me? You want to fight me? You want to fight me now?
Mambak.
She's not going anywhere.
Takot yan.
Do you do toothbrushing on Helen?
Huh?
Do you do toothbrushing on Helen?
No.
No.
Helen has a really good teeth.
Yeah, she has good teeth.
Yeah. Let's compare it to
Well,
our
they
kids.
eat enough bones.
Okay, me, she ate all, that's why.
Wait, they have good teeth, huh? Both of them have good teeth.
Oh,
They,
Yeah, I find it good.
they are the only ones in the family with good teeth. Look, I just lost mine. She's got to have hers full.
We should do a transplant for girls.
Oh my goodness.
hello.
And then I just get a pen lang to lay down the
Kimi. Kimi.
For 12,000, I should get doctor. For 12,000, I should get a couple of treats.
maybe good for 2 months.
This is good for 2 days. This is dog treats for them. My God.
This is Okimi.
Uh,
Okimi? Okimi.
Okimi. O-K-I-M-I.
Ah. Like, ano?
What? What's wrong?
May kong sirin siya, no? Sisilong, content ko dito.
Next time, we need to find right. Kimi, where you go? Oh, Helen.
I hope you're pregnant. I hope you're pregnant, love.
Before kay dako biya ang tiyan niya. Gidala na mo sa river, napagod siguro yung...
Yato mo sa river? Wala, oy.
Pag uli na mo, wala na siya. Bisig nakunan.
Basin mo. But we'll see. There are also dogs that develop like false pregnancy. We don't, maybe definitely just because of hormonal imbalance and false pregnancy. We'll see if there,
But will false pregnancy produce milk?
yes, they do. Helen, come here, Helen. See, come here, love. Kita dong, ha?
Diba?
Ulo, it's okay, my love. Lingkon ito. It's okay. It's okay, my love. It's okay. Ay, don't move.
Ay. Not yet. Not yet. You hold the Helen lang ga.
Hell, I got the devil.
She's...
It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay, sir. Daddy is here. Sorry. He just moved.
Okay.
Sorry, love.
Okay. Okay. It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay, Helen. It's okay.
It's just going to be a little pinch. That's all. You're
Not
going
like-
to feel a little pressure here. Okay, right there. You'll feel a little pressure. Okay, there you go. See, you hardly felt it. Just a little pressure. Okay, there you go. At least that's what they always say. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay, there you go. Okay, okay.
Good girl.
There you go.
Mana. Good thing Daddy is here.
What are you doing, Helen?
I'll just ask the nurse to run this as usual. Probably take around 30 to 40 minutes.
30
because
to
there are
40
two,
minutes?
like per test will take 15 to 20 minutes each. So probably it will take the same time.
Probably what?
It will take like almost for the two dogs it will take up to 40 minutes waiting
Okay,
time.
okay. So why don't you do the ultrasound? Let them do the test. We'll come back tomorrow and get the
Yeah,
results.
that's
like
okay.
this. And then whatever prescription you need to write, you can write.
By,
for them.
by tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's okay.
So you can do the ultrasound.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you need ultrasound na. And you okay.
Yeah. That's a damn good idea. I can't see sitting here for 40 minutes when all you do is get a result and prescribe medication. We can pick that up tomorrow. So they did take the blood. They're gonna try and do the ultrasound on leukemia. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I don't know. I'm not really feeling very confident that she's pregnant, although she does have milk. And it's funny because Irene, the woman who owns the mail, she texted me and asked me about the dog. And I told her to take him to the vet. So maybe on the way back in today, I will stop by her house with both dogs so she can see them and show her the test results from leukemia that, she's pregnant, that she's, I don't know, whatever the results is, I can't say, but we'll see what the results are and then we'll take it from there. So yeah, it was funny because we were working on our budget. We spent a lot of time talking about our budget yesterday for the rest of the month, And I have this theory that you should be able to stay within 1,000 pesos a day in the Philippines. That's $20 a day. That's all you need. And if you stay within $20, then the next day you have more than $20, or if you go over the next day you have less. But the whole idea is only spend 1,000 pesos a day. And here you calculate 21 days left, so that's 20,000 pesos. So we're gonna try it. We're gonna see if we can stick with doing that. Like I said, just blew a hole in that, but we're gonna regroup to see if we can do it because we have to find some way of savings, and that's one of the things that. Well, I don't know how other people, other foreigners do as far as saving money, or what have you, or living on the budget that they have. But I know there are some living on some very, a lot less than what I have been able to do it gleefully. So, but for some reason or other, I don't know. Maybe it's because of my generosity, or maybe it's because of my, what do they call it? Eccentricity. Because of my see, I can't say that eccentricity. Come on in. That means, like
Hi.
like an old man, who always wants to save the world type of thing, But anyway.
You've really seen the rat bit
Rat or here?
yeah, it was because this is really vascular.
Yeah.
Okay. So that happened 2 days ago, right?
Yeah.
Rat or here.
I would feel comfortable knowing that she had some type of technique shot, for that.
We can actually that is also my plan to provide tetanus shot. So you give?
Yeah, well, if she was bit for a rat, what do you suggest? Nothing?
We just need to manage the wound though.
Huh?
Just management of the wound.
Okay.
But good thing the bleeding stopped already.
Yeah, the bleeding stopped.
You should lie down, baby. Lie down on your side.
Okay, it's okay.
Very good. It's okay. It's okay. Okay.
Just rub her stomach. That's her favorite
okay.
position.
It's okay.
Just rub her stomach.
It's okay.
Yeah, like that. He like
That's her favorite position. Ellie, give us the support. Yeah.
Okay, love. It's okay. Okay, relax. Very good girl. Oh, I hope there's a puppy inside.
warm.
The
Yeah, warm.
last time we did it for Helen, right?
Helen, yeah.
It turned out that she was only constipated.
So warm.
It's okay, okay, me, it's okay.
It's
It's okay. Yeah, you want to go for a ride, right? Yeah.
It's okay.
Okay, me, it's okay.
Daddy mo.
It's okay, baby. It's okay. It's okay.
Yes.
Okay. Show the screen that he's working on. Show the screen.
It's just pseudo pregnancy. Hi. Are they really highly active once they're at home? Are they highly active? Like very hyperactive once at home? Could they play a lot? Yeah. Both of them.
Yeah. We bring to the beach, bring
Maybe
the
during
river.
like they mate, after they mate, you have to keep them.
Yeah. Yeah, so she doesn't have. The doctor gave the sign like this, which means no, she's not pregnant. So unfortunately, she's not. So
We'll wait for another time.
yeah, we'll try another time. Okay. Okay. So, come here, Mia. You see, Okimi's breasts look like that they have milk in it, but the doctors say they do have milk in it. But they said, see, there's milk in it, so that's but even as a false pregnancy, it a dog would produce milk. So
It's very important to do an ultrasound when
Yeah.
you see something.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you, doctor.
All right. So we'll wait for the. I mean, you just come back for the results
Yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah. I'll come back tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna go pay the bill, and I'll be right back. Okay. I hope you enjoy that as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. Remember, you're watching Gerard Black in the Philippines with the truth. You know, uh, I got a couple of videos I want to. I'm working on the idea of putting them together. But let me ask you something. Especially all the old dudes like me. If something was to happen to you, does your Filipina know what to do? Does she know how to maybe save your life? You know, I had a friend named Kenny. God bless the dead. And you know, Kenny was like my idol, man. I mean, Kenny loved Filipino girls, not just one, but two, three at a time. So Kenny was the shit, you know. And he also was a faith painter, and he had some incredible stories to tell about his experience in the Philippines, as far as with the how do you say it? The spiritual voodoo casting spells type of thing like that. He told me he used to find like chicken claws underneath his bed and certain things. And he told me the story that one time he sat down to eat with the family. He was married with this girl. They were at each other's throat and sat down and he was eating and he noticed that he was the only one eating. You know, he was like at the table looking at everybody. That night he got very sick. You know, he thought he was going to die. His stomach was really in bad shape, so he thought they were trying to kill him, and a couple of things. But anyway, uh, what happened was that he had health issues, you know, and he had a girlfriend with him, you know, who I met, and chatted to up until recently. And she, he apparently had a heart attack or seizure, and she didn't know what to do. You know, other than probably, you know, watch him take his last breath or you know, get everything she can before she got the hell out of there or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I can't call it. I hope she didn't do that. But, you know, you're in the Philippines, you know, and when all is said and done, you're still just a foreigner. But knowing CPR is very important, you know, if you want to save someone's life, you know. First thing is that if you're on the bed, you can't give CPR. You got to get them to the floor on a hard surface. That's all I want to say. I just want to throw that in there. Well, I'm going to try to do a video just on that because I think that's very important. You know that you learn, or there's certain procedures that you should do in case something happens to you. Okay. So again, you know, dreams are nothing more than plans awaiting action. Never disrespect the elderly. Always pull someone up. And sometimes you're the only one to see your vision. And the best revenge in life is to live good. I'm living good today. I hope you are too. And if you're lucky enough to have that woman like Ollie Woodson, former lead singer of the Temptations, what song? Treat her like a lady. And ladies, if you're lucky enough to have a good man like me, make me feel like a king. Okay? So, I love you like a love song, baby. I'll talk to you later. Peace.